Right. Yeah. No, I know. It's because my OBS dropped all my settings. Just like apparently when Discord drops, it also OBS likes to drop at the same time for whatever reason. I don't know why. So next time that happens, I'll remember. I can't remember which one that one's supposed to be. That's the. Okay, that's good. And then I think it's this one. This one on. Okay, let's see how that sounds.
We'll see
really
if this
quick.
one works.
Can they hear you now? Or
It does
just
not
me?
appear that they can hear me.
I may still have the setting here wrong.
Oh, there I am. I can hear myself now.
Okay, good. Then we should be back to full ops. Sorry for the technical difficulties again. To catch everyone up here, apparently Myles Garrett scored a really quick.
Clowney.
Or sorry, Clowney. I said the wrong one. Yeah, Clowney's. I didn't actually say it, but scoop and score. You said.
Yes. We'll. They're just kicking the extra point right now, so we'll go back and look at the replay. Certainly at the end of the game.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody's patience. Sorry, sometimes my OBS and Discord like to drop my source selections randomly without me knowing it, and then I try to go live, and it's just not broadcasting anything because it's not selected on the source anymore. So, and because I've got a list of like 9 different sources, I have to remember which ones I have to set to which things, so it takes me a little while to get that back set up. But I appreciate everybody's patience with the technical difficulties, and glad to have everything back in working order again.
And for letting us know.
Yes,
so anyway,
appreciate that.
All of the intro, we had a beautiful monologue prepared. No, just kidding. It's week 2 of the NFL, and we're excited to be able to sim before the game. And how about that start for the Browns here against these Texans? A big scoop and score for Clowney in the defense and a free 7-0 lead to start the game. Tyrod Taylor back out under center. Philip Lindsay, one of the 3-headed running back monster we will see today. It's like a super power pistol here.
Yeah, it looks like the Ravens.
It does kind of look like the Ravens. He did come from the Ravens, and Tyrod's going to keep it on the keeper, and Ronnie Harrison fills quickly. That's a TFL. -1, 3rd and 5 upcoming.
Yeah, that was a beautiful fill. Just recognized early what was going on, read it nicely, and shot very quickly up to attack here. Really split the gap. The blocker was trying to make a block and kind of missed it, and Harrison just gets right past him to take that.
Taylor made the right read. The running back would have lost even more yardage, but great play by Ronnie.
Yep, absolutely.
Here's a 3rd and 5. Taylor back to pass. He's got an out route to the left side, right on the sticks, and a first down. There's Brevin Jordan again, the tight end out of the U. Number 9 here, I believe. He is a rookie. He is 6'3", 245, the next in line of the athletically gifted tight ends to come out of Miami. Of course, one of them wears number 85 for our team.
And man, was he good in week 1 too. Speaking of David Njoku,
he was very good.
He really looked very, very dangerous, and if he can keep that up and stay healthy, look out. He'll be. We truly at tight end have a 1A, 1B just like we have at running back, which is really exciting.
True. Absolutely, it is. Turn around, give it to Philip Lindsay. A flag comes out on the play. Are we going to get holding here? We are going to get holding. So that defensive line already flexing its muscle a little bit. That's the right tackle, Marcus Cannon, who came over from the Patriots. And then they moved their right tackle, Titus Howard, to left guard to try to cement up this line, which again at times was pretty rough outside of Laramie Tunsil last year. Taylor's going to keep it. Miles chases, but Taylor's to the left side of the 20. He's around the 25 to the 30, and he's finally going to go look at Clowney all the way from the opposite defensive end spot, chasing him down. 3rd and 9.
Yeah, nicely done. I mean, he is dangerous that way. Tyrod is, so you got to be careful with contain. He's not quite as dangerous as Lamar Jackson, but he certainly can get out of there, and he can hurt you with his legs.
Absolutely. On a 3rd and long, they throw a little dump off to Philip Lindsay, and I think it bounces off his shoulder pad. He wasn't quite turned all the way around. So a punt upcoming, and the Browns offense now out onto the field for the first time, and they get a free 7-point lead courtesy of that defense. So here was a look at Baker last week in the sim. Again, we did force them to lose, even though when we did sim the game, they won. So in the sim loss, he had 2 touchdowns, 202 yards passing. We'll see how he and the offense fare here today. 1st and 10 from their own 22 here. Beautiful afternoon at First Energy Stadium. Browns will be wearing brown over white. We try to be as realistic as possible. First play of the game, he's got Hooper in a little bit of traffic. He's across the 30 to the 32 and give him a first down on first down.
Yeah, he had 2 receivers right in the area there. Manages to hit Hooper, but Hooper made a play on the ball coming back to it. That's what you want to see, and that's how he was able to come away with that rather than defender having a shot at it.
Absolutely. Nick Chubb with a couple of yards on his first touch of the day. Yes, Anthony Walker is out of the roster. Yes, Elijah Lee has been elevated. That should really be the only changes for the Browns. Technically, Jed Wills is not out yet. He's questionable, so he'll be in there. As we've talked about before, we cannot prognosticate. Look at this run from Chubb to the left side. Can he get the corner? He can. 40. And he's finally going to be pushed out of bounds by the safety, Eric Murray, former Brown. But a big-time run. He just got around the corner, and there was nobody there.
He sure did, and really the corner was set by Wills. You were just talking about him. Wills, really nice stretch block out on the outside, gets down the field. You're going to actually get a chance, not quite see it there, but Wills really sets that up by setting the edge for Chubb, and Chubb is able to get outside and up the sideline where he is just so dangerous in space as he forces a broken tackle there before he's taken out of bounds.
Absolutely. 1st and 10 into Texan territory now, driving towards the dog pound, which is in full throat today, I am sure. Baker back to pass. He's going to fire a deep levels concept. He's got it. Speaking of the Chief, he's down to the 18. First down, Browns, David Njoku.
Yeah, Njoku's really started to become, come into his own, bit of a route technician at this point, really leveraging that physicality and size to be an excellent threat for this offense, and does so there. The big key for him is that he's kind of seems like he's behind those concentration drops, which he makes a really nice catch on the ball there.
Absolutely. It was a really nice, that camera angle gave us a really nice look at that levels concept, how Beckham was on a 9 route, kind of cleared everybody out, and you had 3 levels of guys coming across.
Yep, and Baker
gets to pick his poison.
Yep, Baker went to just the right spot. Very well read. And I actually have there on the channel. There are some levels breakdowns. If you want to take a look at that, we have that look. That was a very good replay of it though, because you could see what Baker was looking at.
Absolutely. 3rd and 7. They would never run a screen. They tried to that time, and it's going to go nowhere. So, unfortunately, McLaughlin's going to have to come in, and the offense's first points will come via his right foot. Kick is up and good to cap off this drive. 10-0 now, 8:08 to play in the first quarter. Phil Nagy and Kit Nagy joining you. Nagy on Sports. Always more fun to sim the game before it happens. That was a pretty big letdown, simming the Chiefs game, especially because we kind of beat the Chiefs pretty badly in the sim.
Yeah.
And then we knew it wasn't real.
Yeah.
At least now we'll have one day of, we can do it. Or, oh man, that went terribly.
Well, the good news for that one at least is it gave us an opportunity to decompress and talk a little bit about what had happened in the game.
Absolutely. Tyrod in trouble, fires right side, dangerous play, and it's tipped and almost intercepted. Ronnie Harrison back there on the coverage.
Yeah, it looked kind of similar to what
that ball back.
Looked kind of similar to what happened to Baker, where I think he was probably trying to throw it away, but ended up inbounds where the defender had a shot at it.
Uh-oh, Denzel dives and misses it. That's Danny Amendola down the right side. There's not even another Brown in the picture. And finally, John Johnson comes all the way across the field. And a huge run after catch for the ageless one, Danny Amendola. And a first down, Texans. Almost said Titans. Sheesh. Take a look at this route. You can see Denzel just tiny bit late and then took a bad dive angle. And you're going to get yourself 50 yards after the catch there with the next-gen stats.
Yeah, Denzel, that coverage was not exactly what you want there. You want to be in a position to make the tackle if you're not going to be able to make a play on the ball. He was kind of in a no man's land between the two.
Absolutely. Back to pass again. Taylor, he's got time. He fires over the middle. He's got his man Amendola again inside the 10 to the 6. Danny Amendola. forgot that he played his college ball at Texas Tech.
Yeah, that's right.
Most recently, he went to the Lions and really didn't do much there. So, see if maybe he can have a slight end-of-year career resurgence here in Houston. Turn around, give the ball to Philip Lindsay. Tries to go left side. He's going to be run into Malcolm Smith, 56, not 58. There to meet him, 3rd and 1. Back to pass, wide open over the middle, and that's Anthony Miller, who came over in the trade with Chicago during the preseason, and he has a very, very easy slant for a touchdown there as the Texans drive right back down the field and get 7. And I'm not even really sure who was supposed to be covering him. Maybe Delpit, but he was way, way, way behind the play.
Yeah, no, that looked like an odd defensive call where they were in kind of a zone coverage there without anybody in that position. He just really went to the soft spot of a zone. Bit odd there that you're not going to be in more of a press man look with some zone coverage underneath it in the end zone. Like a cover 2 man or something of that ilk.
Indeed. Again, sorry about those audio issues at the beginning of the game. Welcome in, Paul. Welcome in, Keith. Welcome in, James. Welcome in, Karen. Welcome in, Poem. Good to have all on the stream today. Beautiful day at First Energy Stadium. I know George, one of our moderators, is able to get tickets for tomorrow. I am not, unfortunately, able to go up. But should be... I'm sure downtown is already electric, but certainly tomorrow it'll be just nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of excited Browns fans, as they should be.
That's right. Baker back out on the field now, 10-7, 6 minutes to go, still in the first quarter. Here again, we do apologize for that little technical delay early in the game. Nick Chubb going to pound his way across the 20 to the 21. 2 tough yards.
So, Applied, we actually did a keys to the video, or keys to the game video yesterday that I recorded, is on the channel, but in that game, as Baker throws a really ugly pick.
Money Mitch.
In that game, in that video, I predicted Browns to win 35-17.
It just looked like, I'm not really sure what Beckham Beckham kind of got lazy with it, or it was just a bad throw. But
yeah, he went. Money Mitch took a more aggressive play to the ball, and OBJ just kind of accepted the line he was on rather than making a play on the ball, which is why coming back to that ball is so important, and Money Mitch does a good job of it there.
All right, first down. Here's Taylor, set it up left side, almost a little tight end screen look. Jordan Akins, one of the tight ends. Of course, Pharaoh Brown is the 3rd tight end, and he is another one of the former Browns. Shotgun here on 2nd and 7. For the Texans. They're going to turn around and give it to Philip Lindsay. He's got a big hole to the right side, and Owusu Koromoa chases him down. But the damage was done. First down in the red zone now for the Texans. Now, David Culley comes from the Ravens. He was on the offensive staff, right, from the Ravens. You think they're running the Ravens offense?
It kind of looks like it, and they do have a backfield, that stable of backs, so they can. Then also a mobile quarterback, so it would make sense that they are doing like a Ravens light kind of offense here. But we'll see what it looks like on Sunday.
Pressure coming as they set up the screen, and Lindsey's got a giant open side of the field, and that's a very easy touchdown again. So points off turnovers, now tied at 7-7 here, and this one's starting to get aggressively into the scoring column.
Yes, it is. And yeah, Keith, you're absolutely right. First Energy will for sure be rocking. So excited to have all the fans back, as are the Browns, you can tell. And I love the fact that in his very first press conference with projected to have a full stadium, Kevin Stefanski makes a very deliberate point of, hey, be in your seats for kickoff. We need all of you there. Want you quiet on offense. I want to be able to hear a pin drop. I want you rocking when we're on defense, and the play to the fan base is awesome. And yes. It was straight up coaching up the Browns Browns faithful, which I love seeing. I love seeing that.
Absolutely. So David Culley was the Baltimore passing game coordinator, but the offensive coordinator is Tim Kelly, who apparently was the offensive coordinator last year for Bill O'Brien. and then Lovie Smith comes in to be the DC.
Right. Yeah,
Good old Lovie Smith.
Yeah, and we expect to see a lot of Tampa 2 out of Lovie Smith.
What did they say yesterday in CBD, that they played like 72 of 73 snaps they were in cover 2?
Yeah. Yeah.
They literally played zone the whole game, I think.
Yeah.
Kind of the anti-Spagnuolo, who's going to try to disguise and mix things up. Baker on a boot to the right side. He's going to chuck it deep to the right side. Really deep. And it's actually going to be picked off again. Eric Murray, another Brown on former Brown crime, as Baker chucks this one from about the 3. Look how far this ball went.
It went really far,
Gillen
but
could have punted.
That is effectively like a punt. Not what you want to do, but I don't really understand what's going on here with the offense or Baker throwing now his second interception. Which
they're not even going to review it. They must have caught it in bounds. Brutal.
Don't expect to see much of that in the game tomorrow.
No. Here's Philip Lindsay to the right side. He's going to be met immediately in the hole. Clowney and Mac Wilson in on the tackle. Expect to see a little bit more Mac tomorrow with a walk out, or is it just maybe JOK getting a few more snaps?
I don't know. I don't know that it's. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what they do with that. He did mention Lee and Malcolm Smith specifically as the guys that are looking to step in at the middle linebacker specifically. But it'll be interesting to see how they actually play it.
Right. Fire at left side to Lindsay, and JOK is right there to tackle him short of the line to gain. And fortunately here, the Browns are going to force a punt.
But what I will say about what to expect as the Browns do get a nice 3-and-out, which is really important, especially after yet another turnover, getting the defense off the field. But what I will say about what to expect for the defensive side here is I expect with Delpit being a full go in this one, we should finally get to see that dime package. And I'm curious. I don't know if they're confident in his development enough yet in his reads and where he's at in his play for JOK to be that dime linebacker, but it's possible. But I expect to see the three safeties on the field quite a bit in this game.
Absolutely. Chubb goes to the right side for 1 yard. Baker in the shotgun. Yeah, offensive play calling's been a little bit weird here to start the game. Let's see if they can maybe settle down now. Here, still just 2:15 left in the first quarter. There's a nice little strike to the right side to Landry, and he'll be able to fall across the 30 for the first down.
Yeah, James, actually, Baker can actually throw it that far in the air. He actually did that. He had the longest...
a top 5 arm in the league in terms of strength.
He had the longest air yardage throw, I think, in 2019 in the NFL.
We're going to see it again. Huge chuck to the right side. He's got Beckham. He's got a step. He's got the ball at 15. Down to the 10. OBJ. What a throw.
Wow.
That's definitely something we've seen more in Madden 22 is they just bomb it sometimes. And
yes, they do.
Watch this throw from Baker. He sees it early. He throws this thing. Of course, the next-gen stat is off the screen, so we don't know what it is. But it was pretty far. They're going to call it 64 yards of air yards that time from throw to catch.
Yeah, I think his record was something like 74 or 75 in that year.
Yes.
So that is realistic. But yeah, when OBJ gets a step, look out. Baker absolutely can hit him downfield like that, and that's something we very well could see. We'll have to cut that one for the highlight reel, though.
Absolutely. Here's a 2nd and 8 now. Baker going to throw it. Oh, he's going to actually throw it into the defender. It looked like incomplete pass now. Baker been a little bit hot and cold here in this first quarter.
Sure has.
And now he's going to float it deep into the left side. It looks like a jump ball in the end zone for Beckham, and it's going to go harmlessly to the turf to end the first quarter. What is going on here, Bakes? They're going to settle for the field goal on the other side of the field. Just floating it into traffic. Kick is up and good for Chase McLaughlin. 14-13 here. Browns are able to stymie the bleeding after giving up 14 unanswered points. And Baker's like 4 for 10 for 100 yards and 2 picks.
Right. which
is weird.
No,
especially way to start the game.
Yeah, especially if you're going to throw a bunch of Tampa 2 at him. I mean, Baker can absolutely carve that apart. I expect Baker to be very, very efficient and effective against the Texans.
All right, well, here we go. 14:54 again. Welcome in to Nagy on Sports. Phil Nagy and Kit Nagy joining you for full NFL Sims using Madden 22 on a PlayStation 5 with live original commentary. The only place you can get it in the whole planet. I'm going to just assume. 2nd and 10. They try to run outside, and Tack McKinley says, sit down, David Johnson. Big time TFL for Tack. And that's going to set up a 3rd and long. I mean, the Jags did whoop up on the Texans. That is true. That really happened. The Texans
on
did,
the Jags, yes.
The other way.
But again, and I talked a little bit about this in the keys. I mean, Chiefs versus Jaguars, a bit of an apples to oranges type discussion. Correct. One of the best in the NFL, if not the best in the NFL, versus the Jaguars. Yeah, Jaguars are probably the worst and most dysfunctional team in the NFL, and a lot of folks had Houston pegged for that, but they seem to have a little bit more than people expected them to have in terms of like cohesiveness. So there may be a 5-6 win team possibly,
which makes a lot of people mad because they were supposed to tank and then get their quarterback
right. But they're looking like they could be a 5-6 win team this season. And then the Jaguars, I mean, I would not put it past them to go on a no-for season this year, just with how mismanaged and messy that whole situation is right now.
Yep. Here comes Chubb right side, broken tackle, breaking another one. He's down to the first down marker. 10 more yards for Nick Chubb. Actually going to say he's a half yard short. Give him a 2nd and inches. He remains in the football game. And he will take it right side and clean up those inches for a first down to midfield.
Karen, at the end of the day, I trust I trust this coaching staff. Obviously they've got what they've got, but they're gonna coach him up and make sure he's ready to go. And you can't prevent everything from happening. But bad there was Chubb had a really nice hole on that one. Really well blocked by the O-line there. As you see Teller down the field with Chubb. That's always a good thing to see your lineman down with your running back where he's getting tackled. But that being said, I expect he's on the team for a reason. They sounded like they thought he might have been winning the kicking battle anyway against Parkey. He did do very well in the preseason, just that one really ugly missed extra point. But so far he's been fine, and I don't have any problems with what he's done so far.
Yeah. Great replay there. You could see Petonio. Man, he had his dude pushed up the field 10 yards. Just pushing dudes.
Yep.
Nick Chubb also in the zone now. 1st and 10. They're going to stretch it to him left side. He's going to break a few more tackles and get about 4 more yards. 2nd and 6. Clock continuing to run here. 11 minutes to go. First half. Browns down 1. 14-13. Here is Baker Mayfield. He's back to pass. He fires left side. He's got a wide open Beckham in the middle of some space. Talk about finding a hole in the zone. And he's going to waggle his way down to the 17 into the red zone. First down, Browns.
Yeah, and actually looked like Beckham actually worked towards the soft spot where the defenders were not, which is nice to see because we don't see that a lot in Madden, or at least previous iteration of Madden, where they'd cut towards defenders for no reason.
Yes.
But here instead, he sees a little bit of a gap opening to his right. He makes a cut to the right where that gap is. Right there, you just barely could see it. But he actually took advantage of a little bit of that space.
Absolutely. 10:27 on the clock. Baker in a shotgun once again. He's back to pass. He fires a BB over the middle into double coverage. He's got DPJ to the 1. He's not going to get in. First down and goal from the 1-inch line. Peoples-Jones with a huge catch and a first down.
Yeah, DPJ doesn't get in there because he's coming back to the football to set up his quarterback as you want him to. He's such a great receiver there, makes the play on the ball.
So close.
But yeah, very, very close to the touchdown here, and just what you want. A lot of folks worried about DPJ because they didn't see a lot of him, but he was clutch when he had to be, great on special teams. Exactly what you want out of DPJ.
It's Janovich, touchdown, fullback love. Let's go. into the end zone. I was going to say, kind of looked like it was last week where they gave all of the touchdowns to the running backs and Jarvis Landry.
Right.
It was like, why didn't Baker throw any touchdowns? It's like, because they didn't have to.
Right. Right. And love, catching them by surprise there on a little bit of a trap concept on the backside. They just pop it right through with the fullback, and I gotta love that. Just a little misdirection there, and hand it off to the fullback where nobody's expecting it to hit. They're expecting him to lead block, and he comes with the football instead and gets in.
Absolutely, and he did get tripped up by that edge rusher, but just really nice body control and balance to get that ball across the plane before body parts started hitting the ground. So way to go there, Jano.
Yes. Fortunately, James, we have not yet seen Keenum on the field in a running back position in 22, which is,
knock on wood, that glitch has gone away.
Because that was awful.
There's Janovich again, cleaning up the special teams play all the way back to the 14. Again, Andre Roberts, one of the best return men in the game. He's been around for a long time now in his 12th season out of the Citadel, but taken down all the way back at the 14. That's a win for the special teams.
Yeah, sure is.
Turn around, give it up the middle. Philip Lindsay knifing his way past the 15 to the 19. Decent run of 5 on first down. Weird little camera angle of grass.
Yeah, don't know what they're trying to show there. The hash marks, maybe? I don't know.
Oh, man. Here comes some motion from Anthony Miller across the middle. They fake the little pop pass, and they give it to Lindsay. He's tripped up. Look at that pursuit. 33, Ronnie Harrison. And
again, shot the B gap on the backside, comes across the play, reads it beautifully. Nicely done from Harrison.
Yep, nice play. And again, amongst all of the other things that could have swayed last week, had he played more than 5 plays, that may have made a difference. I did see that the NFL sent a memorandum to all teams reminding them to not have their coaches touch opposing players, but still no punishment because the Chiefs are the poster child. We wouldn't want to do anything bad to them. So hope it's not worse the next time it happens, because it will happen again because you didn't punish anybody. Except for the player, by the way.
Right.
First and 10 now, rolling to the right side. Tyrod, he throws it deep to the right side. It's caught. Did he get both feet in bounds? He did not. 2nd and 10. Wow.
Wow, indeed.
Couldn't tell who that was. Looked like maybe Anthony Miller or Brevin Jordan, the tight end down there, number 9. Here comes Tyrod. Now he's going to tuck it and run. 30, 35. He's going to slide down with Ronnie Harrison bearing down on him at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, and Ronnie Harrison,
3rd and 8.
as we'd expect, is playing effectively like strong safety / linebacker hybrid role here in this game. If we get into the dime package, that's effectively what he'll be doing.
Oof. Tipped away that time by the rookie, Greg Newsome. Didn't really call his name. Didn't really call his name much last week. Hey, Zaire, welcome in. They said he was targeted on 1 play, right? Against Kansas City. Newsome was, I think. He gave up 1 catch for 4 yards to Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
That's right. Yeah, just 2 passes thrown in his direction, only 1 complete, and 4 yards Edwards-Helaire. So, I mean, if you hear nothing about a corner, especially a rookie corner, coming up against the best passing offense in the league, that's a very good thing.
Oof. Chubb with a little stiff arm. That's Kevin Pierre-Louis tells him to sit down, please. 2nd and 6. Baker in the shotgun now. Now he's going to try to leave the pocket. Run. Oh, no, don't run backwards. Run away or throw it away. Ross Blacklock, second-year defensive tackle, is going to sack him back all the way. 3rd and 19, and I smell a screen, unfortunately.
Yeah, did you or even worse, a draw, did you check to see if his throwaways turned on?
I turned it on myself. Okay. And no, it still was not turned on for reasons unknown.
That's inexplicable. I don't understand it.
All he's going to do it this time is he chucks it into the rows. So
at least he does actually do it.
Yes, he does actually do it, just maybe not when you're supposed to.
Right. Well, he should have on the last one, but at least he did it there.
Gillen from in his end zone. Nice high punt, going to be taken at the 45 and dropped down immediately as Roberts. Some nice play. Looked like Demetric Felton getting down there to make the tackle, playing a little gunner here in special teams. All right, 5:54 to go. Browns up 20-14. Taylor and the Texans offense back. Here we go. He runs left side. Oh, he's going to be drilled in the backfield. How about Billings? That's why he's here. Just stuff the run. Oh, my, oh, my.
That was nice. Comes off the block so quickly there. Had a really nice get out of the off the snap count here. But comes off his block. He's actually split a double team, too, on top of it. That was really nice. Very powerful from Billings, and just, that was a sit-down moment to be sure.
5:24 and counting now here. Taylor in a little bit of a pistol look. He's back to pass again. Now he throws it because Clowney was right in his face. Actually going to be dropped by Philip Lindsay. Wasn't ready for it because Clowney was about ready to decleat Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of this this O-line or D-line. Look at Garrett there again. Second snap in a row he's played off over a guard in the middle as he's going to pressure and force a long throw and interception.
It's picked off. JJ3's got it about the 18-yard line. He breaks a tackle. 25, he breaks another kind of tackle, and he's down to the 27. And the pressure, and again, you're right, they did a little bit of a move the formation a little bit. Garrett lined up over the guard as a defensive tackle spot and got pressure right up the gut, and that forced Taylor to throw it deep, and JJ3 picks it off, first down, Browns.
Yeah, just that little bit of pressure from Garrett up the middle, that versatility of the D-line really showing out before it comes up with an interception for JJ3. It's such a dynamic, interwoven piece to this defense. You got to understand those pieces all work together, and when they're all working together like that, these are the outcomes that we can expect.
Absolutely. Here's a 2nd and 4, kind of a delayed handoff. Kareem Hunt right side, first down to the 40. Give him 7. Kareem Hunt and the 1-2 punch, the smash and dash, the fire and ice, continuing to play well here. Now 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Browns with a really nice opportunity for a double dip here if they can score with little time on the clock. Baker back to pass. He's going to kind of fake the slant. Now he's going to just check it off to Nick Chubb. Breaking tackles to midfield. Nick Chubb, 2nd and inches now. Double tight ends to the right side. 3 tight ends actually to the right side. Sheesh. Left side to one of those tight ends. It's going to be Hooper, right side, and he's got it for a nice gain and a first down to the 43.
Yeah, and we've talked about what that 13 personnel does for you with those 3 tight ends in there. If they bring in their heavy personnel package, you can spread them out with those tight end, and they all act as receivers. If they're going to bring in their small guy packages to cover, you've got your running backs to pound them in the middle and take advantage of that. So it's very dynamic. They ran a lot of it against the Chiefs, and it was very, very effective.
All right, we've reached the 2-minute warning here. Now we've got a important 3rd down and 2, probably just into field goal range for Chase McLaughlin. I don't know what his leg is, but they're going to need a few more yards here. Baker back to pass. Wisely takes a check down to a wide-open Kareem Hunt. He's got the first down. He's up to the 30, and the Browns are managing the clock brilliantly here so far.
Yeah, let's hope the clock management stuff is better in 22. I don't think we've had an opportunity where we've seen it yet, but. But let's hope that, too, has been tweaked because it was so woefully bad in 21.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. All right, shotgun look again here. They're on the 30, 1:38 and counting to go. Baker in a shotgun with Hunt on his right hip. Back to pass, Baker. Goes up the middle. He's got his man Hooper, and he's going to get hit right on the arrival of the football, and it's going to cause it to go incomplete, unfortunately.
Yeah,
but,
I expect
he was
Hooper probably catches that. He's very, very good, even getting hit, catching the ball. We saw some very critical catches from him against the Chiefs that were really nice.
Absolutely. Here's a little slant from the left side to the right, and it's Landry, and he's got a first down into the red zone now. Clock continuing to run. Browns still have all 3 timeouts left here. Baker in a shotgun once again, a little bunch to the left side. Actually, he's going to mix it up now.
And it's very clear in the early goings of this season, Landry and Hooper, those are the guys that Baker absolutely trusts on 3rd down to throw the ball. He's going to catch it, going to get that first down.
Absolutely. 2nd and 10 after Baker throws it into the back of the end zone and away. Up into traffic right side. Higgins goes up. He's got it. Touchdown, Browns! What a catch from Hollywood Higgins!
Yeah, that looked a lot like the joint practices against the Giants. Kind of just threw up a go up and get it ball, and Higgins does exactly that with a bunch of defenders all around him. That was very reminiscent of that move the ball period against the Giants in practice in the joint practices. But man, That was
double coverage. He gets both of his toes down. Look at that camera angle right there.
Beautiful.
So, oh my.
Yeah, and
what
nobody
a play there.
Nobody really thinks of Higgins, in those contested catches because he's just kind of flies under the radar. But he just finds a way. There's something about Hollywood where he just finds a way to get the job done and catch the ball and make the big play. Even though he's not the fastest guy, he's not the most athletic. He's just steady Eddie, very, very consistent, and has an obvious chemistry with Baker Mayfield.
Indeed. Dion, welcome in. Kevin, welcome in. Go Browns. No, Dion, we are not doing coach mode. We are letting the new version of the game hopefully correct itself from some of the things we loathed about the other one, and that was a fairly efficient 2-minute drive right there, actually.
It was.
So,
didn't even use any timeouts.
Yes, that's right. We didn't. So, if we could use them now and maybe get the ball back again. So, no, I haven't called any of these plays, Dion. This is all the Stefanski live playbooks. The only thing that I changed was the schemes coming. Pressure coming. Here comes Clowney. Ball's out. Pick it up. Roll into the end zone, big man. Oh, he's going to be tapped down at the 1-yard line. It was a Billings that fell on the football after the strip sack from Jadeveon Clowney.
Yeah, that was fun right there, and actually really setting up an opportunity here to triple dip. If they're on the 1-yard line, they should punch it in here. And that ball was certainly out. Got his hand on the ball and just kind of poked it out of there as he was going to the ground. So nicely done. Great opportunity for the offense to punch it in here and go into halftime with a very comfortable lead.
Absolutely. Spread them all out. Give it to Kareem up the middle. He's going to waltz right into the end zone. Touchdown, Browns. 14 points immediately off turnovers, courtesy of Jadeveon Clowney. What a weapon. And this defense balling out here today.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right, James, it is a Clowney revenge game.
Yeah, true. This is, the team that he played.
Team,
his former team. I don't know that for him it's a revenge game anymore, just because this team is so different than the ones that he played on.
Sure.
Nobody. There's almost nobody still on the roster from when he was on the roster. I don't know the roster well enough to tell you that that's actually the case, but I have to imagine most have gone on, especially the big names are no longer there. So it's and if you consider Watson sitting,
Yeah, but J.J. Watt and Nuke Hopkins and
right.
Those kinds of folks. So what a turn of events here. The Browns defense has really come to life. Again, the third play of the game was a strip sack and then a scoop and score for Clowney. And then right there, Clowney strips it down and Billings falls on the 1. One play later, Hunt finishes it off. And the Browns now imposing their will, 35-14. We're still got 39 seconds left in the first half here, folks. Setting up a screen to the left side, it looks like. Pressure coming, and they're going to just throw it away. Was not able to disengage from that rusher. Taylor now on the run, fires it right side. It's going to be picked. He jumped the route. It's Troy Hill, 10-5. Touchdown, Browns. Oh, my. The beatdown is on, and we haven't even reached the halftime show yet.
Yeah, the beatdown indeed. 40-14 going into half now with two very, very costly turnovers here for these Texans. And really nicely done from Troy. Yeah, very nicely done for Troy Hill as this is going to set up a quad dip opportunity.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my. All right, Keith, be safe. Have a good one. I know, I'm excited about it too. We finally get to unwrap that gift a year and a half later. It's like delayed gratification with Grant Delpit.
Yeah, it sure is, but man, if he can play to the level we hope and expect from him, look out. He is going to be just such a weapon for this defense.
And they are still throwing the football. He's going to chuck it deep, and he's going to overthrow everybody. I will say, at least if the arm strengths are juiced for everybody, at least they're juiced for everybody. Because I don't know if Taylor could throw that thing 50 yards on the run like that, but maybe he can. I don't know. Mark Ingram with his first touch of the day. He had about 20 carries last year. It was definitely, or last week in real life. He's definitely looks like he's going to be the workhorse. But Madden has Philip Lindsay 6 points better than him. So Philip Lindsay's getting the majority of the touches, and that's going to take us to halftime. David Culley, and yes, James's comment from earlier is right. Looks way younger than he does in real life.
Yeah. Yes.
His caricature. So here we go. Second half kickoff coming. That's Demetric Felton going to bring it out, and he's going to get tackled right at the 17. So good pursuit there. No longer automatically starting on the 24 any longer. There's a little bit of variance to the kick returns, which is kind of nice. All right, Browns back out on the field. Again, an opportunity if they score here for a quadruple dip, which would be analytics nirvana. I think the analytics department would just explode.
Yeah, well, that's what will happen when you force
not compute.
Force 2 turnovers in that kind of field position. A pick 6 and a fumble that's recovered on the 1. I mean, yeah, that's how you set up something like that, and credit the defense for playing some very opportunistic football.
Yeah. There's another rollout sack. So there's a couple of those we've seen from Baker. The roll to the left gets sacked for a big loss.
Yeah.
So they'll have to just settle for the triple dip, and I'm assuming the card still says your win rate is pretty significant high if you can get a triple dip.
Oh, yeah.
4th and 18, Gillen in. Once again, punting from inside his end zone. This thing has got lots of hang time all the way down to the 39 of the other side of the field. And then dragged down. Greedy Williams is down there to help corral Andre Roberts.
Yeah, James, unfortunately, all of the coaches that were rookies in the 2020 season, the rendering of them, including Kevin Stefanski, is horrible. The Giants coach rendition is not good, nor is Stefanski, nor is Matt Rule. I mean, they're all bad, really bad. We think Matt Rule looks like a hobgoblin. Stefanski looks like Hobo Shia LaBeouf. I mean, we've got Pee Wee Herman for the Giants, as you say. So it's bad. It's actually, I think, relatively embarrassing for Madden, and they have got to fix it
for sure. Here's a 2nd and 11. Tyrod throws a laser beam, but unfortunately, significantly out of bounds. When he caught it, we got a little spam action. Sorry, I had to get rid of Nakata Brandon. Here's a 3rd and 11. Tyrod, he's going to be picked off again. It's JOK. He's got the 50, the 40, the 35, the 30, 20, 10, 5. It's a pick 6. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, let's go.
Yeah, and that right there, that's why you drafted this guy. Look at that twitchy response there in coverage as he's just able to come away with this one and then get to the end zone. Such a nice play from JOK, breaking on the ball, and then sees the green grass and goes straight to the end zone. Second pick 6 for this defense. Look out, they're on fire.
3 defensive scores if you want to count the fumble on the 1. Ooh, welcome 1985. I do really like that. LeCount Sacula. That's perfect.
That is cool. That is awesome. And actually, I think that could be a thing down the road. I mean, I don't expect that this season, but give it 2 years, 3 years. I mean, he could very well earn a nickname like that because he is a dynamic safety, and absolutely bring him on some blitzes. He'll get there.
Indeed. Kit, what do you think? Baker's stats tomorrow. What feels like a decent projection?
I'm gonna go like something like 27 of 32 or 33, about 350, 2 touchdowns.
You think he'll throw for 350?
Yeah.
I would say he probably throws for 250. They're not going to need to throw. I think
that's
they're going to
be
up and.
That's true. They'll run it, but I think they're going to be aggressive too. At the same time, like I think they're still going to throw, even though they could run the ball a lot. I think they're still going to be aggressive. So yeah, no, it wouldn't surprise me if he goes for 300, 350.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
so
you're right, James.
that's
Actually,
right.
It is 3. I was actually counting. So I actually count it as 4 because if Billings just picks it up, he's in the end zone. They scored a 1-run yard later, so I count that as a defensive touchdown. But
yeah, it may as well be.
Yeah, you're right. 3, so maybe 4. They could have 28 points. Their defense alone is beating the Texans, which I realize is kind of how that works. They're going to flare it off to the right side, and JOK this time covering the running back, Philip Lindsay, and they're able to make the stop. We missed a Troy Hill sack earlier as he blitzed from the corner.
Yeah, Dion,
got 19 of 27. Yeah,
it's very possible. I like I said, I think they're going to be aggressive. I could very well be wrong. He may be a lot lower in the yardage, but we'll see. It'll be interesting to watch to see how they play it. It's just, again, you have so many weapons to spread the ball around to, and being aggressive, I think, is an important part of the coaching's philosophy. So, discounting the pass, just because you have great running backs, is not necessarily what they're going to do. Now, I don't expect them to throw, much more than anywhere between 25 and 30 something passes, but yeah, I think they'll be aggressive with it and have a nice balance.
Yeah, trying to get spammed again.
Yeah, I saw that.
Popular today, I guess.
I guess so.
All right, back out onto the field here. The Browns offense. Whoop. And Jack Conklin decides to move while everybody else is just motioning. So back him up 5. Again, appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy and Kit Nagy. Nagy on Sports with full NFL sims. We do all the Browns games as well as one additional AFC and NFC game. And if you would like an opportunity to vote on which games you see us do in this fashion, just click the link on the description of this video to go to our Discord channel. And that's an opportunity for you to watch highlights from Sims, have inner Sim chat, and as well be able to vote on those games of the week. This week we saw Panthers and Saints, as well as Chiefs and Ravens get simmed earlier in the week.
Yep. And in addition on the Discord, for those who are interested, I posted a whole bunch of new eye candy for the highlight reel thread in there, and I'll be looking to add a few from this game too.
Absolutely. Here's a 3rd and 4 screen pass, and Ross Blacklock's going to trip him up. No gain for Kareem Hunt after Baker was able to throw it out of the sack. Welcome on, Anthony.
Yeah, it very well could look
really
like
nice.
this.
Yeah,
I mean, if the defense
absolutely
plays to this level, look out. I mean, that's going to set the stage for a
fake punt. What's Gillen doing? What is Gillen doing?
Why did that feel an awful lot like what happened? What happened to the Browns?
But he was clearly looking to throw, and then it was like, oh, it's covered. I much better eat it and take the sack.
No, that's where you punt it still.
Yes. Oh man.
Again, mental mistake from Jamie Gillen. Madden knows apparently that he did that, so now he's gonna now they're gonna give us one of these what are you doing, Jamie Gillen? But now, that being said, I don't expect him ever to make a mistake like that again. I think he's a one and done kind of thing on that front, so don't expect that from him again. I know folks are trying to dump all over him and say he's terrible. He's not. He'll be fine. He's sharp. And he's a very, very good punter. The sky is the limit on him. He's very, very high ceiling type punter. So I think he's going to be an excellent punter for us for a long time to come.
Absolutely. Here's a 3rd inches. They're able to get a quick out route to the tight end on the right side. Denzel makes the tackle. That's Jordan Akins, the tight end. Yeah, because everybody fake punts with a 5-touchdown lead.
Yeah, the special teams wanted to get involved. They're like, we're not doing anything in this game. We got to do something. I don't know.
Yeah, Prefer's like, come on, please, coach, please. And then coach will be like, that's why we're not doing it ever again. To give them a short field, and now they've got a couple first downs, and they're driving down to the 30. And the momentum meter, as you can see at the top, has started to come back down. It was pinned all the way to the right side during the middle of that scoring blitz.
Yeah, but with the way this defense has been taking away the ball, I don't know. They may say, yeah,
true.
It's fine. Go for it.
That's true. Here we go. Option keeper for Taylor, and he's going to get ripped down in the backfield. That's Ronnie Harrison yet again playing kind of that dime linebacker role and absolutely owning it right now. 3rd and 11, back to pass. Tyrod Taylor is going to float it to the right side. David Johnson, a little wheel route. He's got the first down. You can see the defender flying out of bounds for the Browns. Couldn't tell who that was. Maybe Denzel? I don't know. Somebody dove at him and ended up about 10 yards out of bounds.
Yeah. I do have to say I like the addition of the Here We Go Brownies chants for the home game here in 22.
Sure. Absolutely. No, they've definitely made some concerted changes. A run up the middle, and Clowney is around the edge to stop him for no gain. His 5th tackle of the day. Gosh, here we go again. Oh, you got it this time? Thank you.
Yeah, hold on.
They keep changing their name, but they keep tweeting the same or messaging the same thing.
Right.
I just don't understand it. Left side, out route to a tight end. That's going to be Akins again. Inside the 9, it's a 3rd and 3. Third down, give it up the middle. What a big hole in the middle. Looks like maybe Miles got held. No call, 1st down. Delpit comes up to make the stop. 1st and goal now. Let's see how the Browns look in some short yardage situation. All the big bodies coming onto the field now.
I love that sign. Put me in, I can throw. Because that's all you need to be a good quarterback in the NFL.
Pitch it to the right side. Ingram. He's going to lose a couple that time. All the way back to the 6. Clowney, the first one to meet him there. He has played an exceptional football game here today. Goal line formation here again. Tyrod Taylor gives it to the fullback. That's actually Rex Burkhead lined up as the fullback, and he's going to fight all the way back down to the 2. Sets up 3rd and goal here. Come on, D. Let's get a stop. Play action. Back to pass. He's going to be hit. He fumbles the football. Taki. And then is picked up by Mark Ingram. He's going to be drilled by the rest of the defense back at the 11. Taki with a sack fumble. And it's going to just set the field goal back a few yards. But nice to see Taki flash here today.
Yeah, I love seeing Taki flash. He's a dynamic player, really coming into his own as a linebacker. I love seeing him in the Sam role for this defense. And, in that goal line set, he will be in there. So good play from him. You called for the stop, and then the defense steps up in a big way there.
Absolutely. They got it. Joey Sly, your boy, James. Joey Sly is kicking because Fairbairn's on IR. So Joey Sly is into the game, and his kick is up. And his kick is good. 48-17 now. 2:32 remaining third quarter here at Nagy on Sports. Phil Nagy and Kit Nagy joining you. Very much appreciate all of you joining us here on your Saturday. I know there's real football on that you could be watching, but we appreciate you accommodating our schedules. I am now 2 weeks removed from a move, or it's coming in 2 weeks, so life is just crazy and pet boxes and all kinds of shenanigans. So appreciate you being flexible with your schedules as Kit and I try to be flexible with ours. And if you haven't yet subbed the channel, we would appreciate it. We'll never yell at you to smash the like button or anything along those lines, but we'd like to get 1,000 subscribers someday. Here's Kareem Hunt left side. He's going to break it past the 30-yard line. Nice run there for Kareem. If we get 1,000 subscribers, then YouTube will pay us because we have a bajillion views. We just don't have enough subs yet. Oh, and the Panthers have already cut Joey's replacement. Santoso's already out. Baker back to pass. He's going to chuck it deep again to the left side into traffic, and it's going to be knocked away. Couldn't tell. Was that Higgins on that one?
No, that was Landry, actually, which is unusual. Landry doesn't tend to run those type of routes because he, not a normal. He's more in that slot receiver. He doesn't. He doesn't run the go routes.
Here's a check down to the left side. That's going to be David Njoku for 5 yards, 3rd and 5. Oh, Zane Gonzalez. There you go. X Brown, 3rd and 5. Baker. Lots of time again. Back to pass. Fires a strike over the middle. He's got Landry 40, 45, 50. Oh, shoves a guy out of the way before getting tackled. Jarvis Landry. Just can't quantify that guy's heart.
Yeah, no, you really can't. And that's the route you expect from Landry. Not the go route, the underneath stuff, the crossers. That's what you expect to see from your slots, and this is what Landry does so well.
Kirksey, too.
Yeah, and he
Look at him. Just sit down, Kirko. Get off of me. Check this.
And he does. That guy plays with the biggest heart on the field. He's so dedicated no matter what he's doing on the play. And he's the heart and soul of this team. I mean, he really is. He embodies exactly, the grit that this team plays with.
Absolutely. Baker back to pass again. 5 seconds left in the quarter. He's going to split the defenders, and he's got Beckham to the 36. Just the third catch of the day for Beckham. Remember, he had that exceptionally long one. But other than that, it's been kind of a quiet day for 13. Again, obviously we know he's not playing. As long as he's on the 53s in the game, because it's too hard for me to manage the inactives, since in Madden all 53 of your guys are active at all times. So same thing with Jedrick Wills. We talked about that. But like Kevin Pierre-Louis, the linebacker for the Texans, is in, and he's not going to play, for instance, as well. So it's a both team thing. 2nd and 10 now. Browns at the 36-yard line. Give it to Kareem Hunt right side. Past the 35. Just give him a 1-yard gain. 3rd and 9. Little pistol look here for the Browns and Baker Mayfield. Turn around, give it to Chubb. Left side. He's got a little bit of a hole. He's going to take a big hit from Kirksey at the 31-yard line. Desmond King also going to trip him up, and that's going to probably likely set up a field goal here to break the 50-burger mark. Yeah, I don't know what's going on today, but that's like 4 different, and they keep changing their name, but they keep spamming the same comment. So I don't understand it.
Not sure why they think
51 to 17. Yes.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm not sure why they think this is the target audience for whatever that is.
No.
Apparently something about it.
If we Google that message, maybe we'll know. But I'm not going to.
Yeah, no.
All right, 51 to 17. 13:21 left to go in the game. Man, you'd really be thinking about, if we were in coach mode, like putting in Keenum at this point, like resting some starters. So I just want to hope everybody's okay.
I actually don't think you'll see much of that at all from the Browns or any NFL team. That's
I know they don't usually do that in the pros, but if it was me playing, I would do that. I would take all my starters out so they didn't get hurt.
Right. Now, I do expect that they would very much be in shoe clock mode, like right now. And running
middle
the ball,
of the third quarter,
just milking that clock out.
Absolutely. 1st and 10. That was a nice throw to David Johnson. Again, came over for DeAndre Hopkins. So much fanfare. Pressure coming again. He's going to run away from attack. McKinley just so quick. And Tack's going to sack him back to the 31, his first of the day.
Yeah, TFL for that other tackle and a sack. Tack's had a huge day.
Tack and Clowney. Honestly, the one we really haven't heard from is Miles today.
Well, no, he got that pressure. He got that critical pressure.
Yes, he's had some pressures, but he hasn't had any notable TFLs or sacks or.
No, he's not on the stat line, but he's been vital. I mean, we talked about the one where he produced that JJ3 pick. I mean, you don't have that pick without that pressure from Miles.
That is true. 3rd and 14 now. Pressure coming again. He's going to throw it away. Pursuit was coming. Looked like that was Malik Jackson that time, pushing him to throw it away early. They're going to go for it here on a 4th and 14 now, moving the formation around. Taylor in a shotgun, likely back to pass. Here he goes rolling away. Miles kind of falls down, gets right back up, and Tyrod throws it deep. Just a Hail Mary, and it's tipped away. Incomplete. Browns will get the football at the 36-yard line. And yes, it would be nice if they would just go into chew clock mode now. Trips to the right side. They're going to stretch it to the left. Kareem Hunt holding that ball with both arms. That's a good sign for chew clock mode when they hold it with both arms like that.
Yep.
We won't know for real until the play clock trickles down. And they're not in it because he's snapping the ball with 13 seconds left. Baker back to pass again. He's going to try to leave the pocket. Whitney Merciless is going to sack him back. Another sack taken by Baker Mayfield. 3 again today, and I'm not sure if any of them would have actually happened.
Right. No, I pretty highly doubt any of them would have happened the way they happened like that. But then again, neither the interceptions would I expect from Baker.
It's true. Here's a 3rd and 11. Now he's going to roll out of the pocket and throw it away. So I just would like to see that on the previous down, so it's not a 3rd and 11. McLaughlin's going to try one from 52, and this is going to be woefully short. That was an ugly-looking kick.
Yeah, that
never had a chance.
That wouldn't have been good from 30. That was awful.
Yeah, that was a terrible
just really low, yeah.
All right, well, I guess no harm, no foul. They're going to get the ball right back where they're going to gain 8 yards and get the football right back, are the Texans. So going for it on 4th down, not harmful there. JOK is going to swallow up the running back out of the backfield. Actually, that's Brandon Cooks. I lied. Receiver coming across on a little bit of a drag route. JOK's been all over the field today, too. Man, has this defense flashed.
Yes, they have.
Well, here's Miles getting around Tunsil. Now he's going to chase him down, and he's like, you know what, Phil, I'll get a sack for you. And he's going to sack him back pretty much right at the line of scrimmage, back to the original line of scrimmage, rather, and he just whipped Laramie Tunsil that time. Look at that hustle from 95. Look at Taylor. He's like, oh, God, I'm going to die.
And that's real for Myles Garrett. He's got some great pursuit. He's quick, but
yes.
But yeah, he just he wanted to get on the stat line, and there he is. He's got his sack, and yeah, whole defense across the board, pretty much. Very few that aren't somewhere on the stat sheet.
Tons of time here. Now he's going to take off, and Miles just waits for him and rips him down for a loss of 8. I don't know if they're going to call that a sack or just a TFL. It was clear that Tyrod was running, but regardless, it sets up a 3rd and 8. Actually, they're going to give it to him. Look at him, see his 3rd sack down there in Milestone.
Yep.
4th and 18 now. Taylor back to pass. Deep ball right side. Diving for it, and a great cover play there. Denzel Ward dislodges player from football midair. 1st down, Browns. There's Kareem Hunt into the game. They're going to give it to him. He's up the middle. He's got a nice little hole angling to the left side, and he's going to go down after 8 yards. I tried to be accurate. You'll see in the 13 personnel, the singular receiver is one Anthony Schwartz. And here comes the Baker boot sack, the old boot sack. Well, there's 4 of them in the game, so
I'm starting to get the impression the new sack for Madden 22 is that boot run backwards sack, which is not as bad as the shuffle sack.
No.
But yeah, we've had an iteration of some form of a weird sack from every game starting in 20, and then 21, and then 22 have all had their own versions of just weird, why are you taking the sack type sacks?
Yes.
It was the old spin and sack for 20, the shuffle sack in 21, and now it appears to be a weird boot rollout backwards sack for 22.
So McLaughlin's going to try it from 50 this time, and he's just going to barely get it in. But it does count, and so the Browns extend their lead now 54-17. Have we seen, what's the highest score we've seen in a sim? Is 54 it? It's got to be pretty close.
It's got to be, yeah.
We've had plenty of things in the 40s, but I don't know if we've ever... we've had 50 burgers before, but I don't know if we've had much more than 54.
No, I think this is right up there, and you don't expect to see much more scoring than this in an NFL game. I mean, this is a crazy scoreline right now.
Well, and again, the 3/4 defensive touchdowns certainly helped that.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Tyrod again, pressure coming from Clowney right in his face. He's going to chuck it deep. Tipped by Newsome and almost picked up. It was like he was setting it up to JJ3 and he just couldn't bring it down.
Yeah, really nice coverage there from Newsome, in a great position to make a play on the ball, and does.
Throws it again left side. Newsome goes up high again. He's almost going to be able to pick it off.
I think his teammate actually ran. Yeah, I think his teammate ran into him and broke the ball out of his hands. I think he had that otherwise.
And they're going to go ahead and punt. Sure, why not punt? 54-17. Can we please get some chew clock mode here?
Yeah, that would be the obvious
personnel.
selection.
Unless you want to throw it deep to Schwartz, because that would be fun.
That would be fun.
Turn around, give it to Kareem Hunt. He's got a huge hole up the middle. 1st down and more. Kareem Hunt to the 46-yard line. At the 15 yards on the gain is what I was trying to say.
It looks like they finally got into chew clock here, which is good.
Hooray! Turn around, give it to Nick Chubb. He's up the middle near the first down. Give him 3 as Chubb's up to $122 on his 21 carries. So both Chubb and Hunt running very strong in this game. And yes, lovely to see them snapping the ball with 3-4 seconds left. Turn around, give it to Hunt. This time he's going to be met in the hole immediately by the linebacker and taken down now 3rd and 6 as they come out in a little bit of a pistol look for them as well. Here comes Chubb, left side. Oh, sit down! Was that Kirko again? No, it was another linebacker, but he says sit down to the linebacker. But he is going to be tackled short of the line to gain, unfortunately. But nice run there. Oh, it's 51, just took a beating from him.
He got planted, just buried under the ground.
That's good old Camus Grugier Hill. And Grugier Hill gets knocked down, but it looks like the Browns will just go ahead and punt here.
Yeah, right, Lincoln?
See if Gillen can check this thing down.
It's been a wild game. 4 defensive scores, effectively, in this game.
Yes.
Which has been insane. 2 pick sixes, a scoop and score, and then a fumble recovered on the one that we're counting as a defensive score. But, I mean, because it was the very next play, Kareem Hunt touchdown for a 1-yard gain. But, man, it's been wild. Absolutely wild in this one.
It has been. Appreciate you being on, though, Lincoln. 2nd and 10 here, just 2:41. We're just all trying to get this thing over with at this point. Back to pass. Miles coming again, but Taylor gets rid of it. And he's actually got his tight end who had one tiny little step on JOK. Pretty tight coverage by Usu-Koromoa, but Jordan Aiken's able to drag it in and run it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Tyrod in a shotgun once again. Now he's going to roll outside and then throw it all the way back to the other side of the field. And it's going to be caught by his receiver, Anthony Miller. What a weird. They added those animations the year that it was Mahomes on the cover, 2 years ago? And those crazy, you can throw it across your body plays. Yeah. Absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, that's not likely to happen with Tyrod Taylor. Not like that.
No, certainly not like that. Fire it right side. He's got his man, open receiver. That's David Johnson, the running back. Denzel comes up to make the tackle. Texans go no huddle here. Pressure coming right up the middle. It's Malik Jackson. He's going to throw him back at the 37. A big sack for Malik. He wants to get in on the sack party. Here comes the pressure coming again. I think Malik wants another one. He's going to get it back to the 50 now. Malik Jackson. Back-to-back sacks for the Demolition Dogs. That's 9 sacks on the day.
Yeah, I don't think there's anybody on the starting D-line that doesn't have a sack other than maybe...
I don't know if McDowell has. I don't think McDowell has one today.
But
deep shot. Is it picked again? It's picked off by Greedy Williams at the 2-yard line. They just keep throwing these deep shots. The Browns are like, okay, we'll just keep intercepting them.
Yeah, that's absolutely wild. But no, I think Malik McDowell's lack of a sack is made up for by Tack McKinley, who has one, and also Billings, who's got the sack fumble. Or did he? Absolutely. He recovered it. Did Billings have a sack or just a TFL?
Yes, Billings is the one he has a sack, but he also recovered the fumble that then was one play later, a 1-yard touchdown. And that is going to do it. 0-0 on the clock. Browns and their defense today. My, oh my. 54-17 is the final score of our sim. Man alive, they could score half of 15 or half of 54 tomorrow and still get the dubs. But, man, it would be fun if it plays out anything remotely close to this.
Yeah, for sure.
Kit, why don't you wrap this one up? I haven't watched the full, end of game thing. Why don't you start doing your wrap-up on it?
Yeah, no, I mean, as you said, this is what happens when you have an offense that's firing on all cylinders, plus a defense that's firing on all cylinders. The only thing that was a little bit suspect in this one, outside of the early... weirdness from Baker taking sacks and also throwing 2 picks really was the special teams and that one bizarre let's throw for it when we're up huge. I don't understand that one, but They elect to do so, I think, in order to get the Texans to the right score line so they could have a field goal there, so that my prediction for their score at least would be on point.
That's right.
But man, was I off on the Browns. If we score 54 points in this game, look out. But I think that might be a little high.
Unfortunately, there is no highlight available for the Jadeveon Clowney scoop and score. All right, well, we appreciate everybody being on. Yes, go Browns, Kevin. Yes, it was a fun game, James. Let's look at the statistics very quickly today. Baker Mayfield was 16 of 28 for 222, a touchdown and 2 interceptions. I think he's going to play significantly more efficient than that.
Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow. Tyrod, 23 of 43, 265, 2 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
Woof.
I don't know if he'll get 4, but he may throw a couple tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Philip Lindsay, 12 carries, 40 yards, 5 for Tyrod, including 3 fumbles as well. Mark Ingram, 2 for 4 on the ground. For the Browns, how about this 1-2 punch today? 22 for 125 and 13 for 71. And then, of course, Janovich with his 0-yard touchdown run. But that's right. That's like almost perfect, right? That's like essentially 200 yards rushing on, 35 carries. That's
ideal.
That's ideal for the Browns. So good balance today from the offense on that side of things. No receiver had more than 3 catches. Beckham and Landry both had 3, as well as Hooper. And again, the stat that I'm always worried about, just because we've seen a bunch of them lately. Where are we going here? We had 3 drops as a team. Of course, one of them is for Greg Newsome, who dropped that interception. That's interesting that they put his statistic in this category.
That is interesting.
7 catches today for Jordan Akins. He led the Texans for 60 yards, 4 for David Johnson and Philip Lindsay, both out of the backfield, 2 for 11 for Brandon Cooks, who had like 130 yards receiving in the real week 1. So that would be a nice thing to kind of shut him down, if at all possible. Kevin Pierre-Louis, again, speaking of players who won't actually play, he will not be in the game tomorrow, but if he did, he had 15 tackles, 12 for Reed, 10 for Kirko. Sacks today, 2 for Whitney Merciless, 1 for Ross Blacklock, 1 for Charles Omenihu. And then the interceptions were both by the former Browns, Money Mitch and Eric Murray. For the Browns, 10 tackles for JOK, including 6 solo tackles. Let's talk about TFLs. How about 4 for Jadeveon Clowney, 3 for Malik Jackson, 2 for Garrett Tack and Ronnie Harrison. That's a boatload of TFLs for your team. Sacks, of course, 2 for Miles, 2 for Malik, 2 for Jadeveon, 1 for Troy Hill, 1 for Taki, and 1 for Tack. So yes, McDowell did not get a sack today. The 4 picks were by Troy Hill, Greedy Williams, JOK, and John Johnson III. Of course, Troy Hill and JOKs are the ones that went for touchdowns directly. Pass deflections, a couple for Hill, Newsome, and JOK. The forced fumbles, 2 of them by Jadeveon Clowney, and 1 for Taki. And again, 3 defensive touchdowns, could have been 4, had Billings just rolled a little bit when he got a hold of the football. So that is going to do it for this one. What a game indeed. It'd be very lovely if it played out close to this tomorrow. I would appreciate that for sure.
Oh, yeah. Minus the Baker picks. I don't want to see those, and I don't want to see those sacks for Baker either. But outside of that, I think Baker's going to be much, much better than he was in this game. The running game is exactly what I expected it to be. I mean, we really hit the keys, a lot of the keys that we had talked about in that video. But now I think Baker will be much better than this. But the rest of it seemed to be pretty much on point for what we'd expect. If the defense can play to that level, look out. I mean,
yes,
that was incredible.
Absolutely. We will take it for sure. Again, tomorrow during the game, if you would like to, please hop on the Discord channel. We have a Browns chat during the game, so you can do live reactions to things with Kit and I. If you'd like to hop on that with us, we'll be on, so you should too. All right, well, today the Browns won, so we only have to say go one team, and that is the only team that matters here today. So for Phil Nagy and Kit Nagy, we are Nagy on Sports, and we'll get out of here the way we always do by saying,
Go